Jason McIntyre from The Herd with Colin Cowherd, talking about AFC teams and putting them into tiers. He explains why he has the Browns as a Tier 3 team.
Cleveland is the team that's a bit confounding. 9.5 is their Vegas win total. So Vegas sees something that I don't. They feel a little Ramsey from the year the Rams won the Super Bowl, when the Rams were very top heavy and they had no injuries. Great offensive line, quarterback, skill position guys. If you look at the the Browns depth chart, not a lot of depth. They just have top end talent that's good. But if they suffer any injuries, there's like not a lot of room where they'll be good.
Quincy, that surprises me. I thought they actually have a lot more depth than they have the last 2 years when people have had them with higher win totals.
Yeah, this is the difference between having depth because you know who these players are and not thinking they have depth because you don't recognize any of these players, right? I think that's probably what's going on there, because I don't think many people who are close to the Browns, or at least like know of the people on the Browns roster, would describe them quite that way. That was a little shocking to me to hear that description of it, because at some positions you can certainly do that, right? Maybe you could do that with edge, maybe you could do that with defensive tackle, and certainly a linebacker, right? But you can't really say that with corner, safety. You could say it with running back, but not the offensive line. You can not really say that with the wide receivers or the tight end. So I just think this was a case of maybe he just doesn't know the names below the starters on the roster and confuse that with the lack of depth versus, what it actually is. I don't think the Browns are the deepest team in the NFL, but I wouldn't describe them as Jason did.
No, and I would also say that, defensive tackle, they have a whole lot more depth. They still need more, but there's a lot more depth than there was a season ago. Same thing at cornerback. And again, okay, if you want to say that, I get it.